morning, aka good afternoon if you are on the East Coast or what is that called? Middle America, the South and up, whatever the heck. Welcome to the channel. We're here to go over Love After Lockup, Season 7, Episode 14, live review for No Crash Dummy. We do have James from Watch Your Mouth Reviews and Q1 JTV who are here. I have to apologize formally to Tamika's Den publicly because I woke up like maybe 20 minutes ago and I forgot to send out links. So my apologies. But good morning to Kiwan and James. How are you guys doing?
Well, it's 4th of July. It's a great Saturday. I'm hoping the grocery store is not packed when I go a little bit later. That's all. I just need two little things, and I'm just hoping I can get in and get out.
And happy July 10th.
They did better than me. I didn't even acknowledge the 4th of July. It's a day off.
Happy July 10th.
I will celebrate the 4th once I don't have to wonder if companies have formatted their AI to discriminate against me based on my race. And once the cops in America stop, shooting people of all colors in ways that are inappropriate and unprofessional. And until, we learn to elect presidents that focus on actually doing things that help the people of this country instead of knocking down walls that are historic in the White House to build a ballroom that he won't be alive to see. So, yeah. But hey, for the barbecue, that's all I got. Good morning, AV. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are about to get into it. I also want to encourage people to see the links in the description of this video. There are links to Q1 JTV's channel as well as James's channel. Some other creators who cover this show, such as JB Says What, Tamika's Den, Vibe X185, and a few others. But let's get into the episode. We're going to start with Gigi and Mumu and Bonita. My husband was watching this with me and said, I'm stressed out for him. Why did he think this would work?
We all want to know why he thought this was going to work.
Stupid.
It's just I honestly feel like in today's time, and this is no disrespect to any Black woman or my two besties up here, but I honestly feel like we live in a time where Black women are more willing to participate if you're honest with them versus keeping the secret from them. Because a lot of women, especially the women that have children with men, always feel like they have some attachment with them and they find pleasure in throwing that in the new girlfriend's face. So I feel like if you honest with them, they might actually go along better with it than you keeping it from them and stressing yourself out about, trying to hide the conversations. I just feel like just tell them.
I just find it odd that everywhere they go, they're doing this with somebody they have to Uber everywhere with. So
Bonita's Nissan Sentra don't start no more, so she can't do that. And then I don't know. Goddess has a different car every episode, so I don't know what's going on with her. So and we don't know. And the mama took Mumu's car, so what are we left to do? Everybody got
no car.
I was just thinking he can't drive but I thought even if you're on parole, you can kind of still drive.
You can.
You just have to reinstate
your license. I don't think that's his car. I don't think that's his car.
That's Crunchy Wave's car.
Yeah, it's given. Can't pay my rent because all my money spent. That's Mumu said, that's okay. I'm hood rich. Okay. That's what he gives. I cannot stand Mumu. I'm trying to be nice, but I can't stand him. I don't get it. He's really pretty to me also. And don't cancel me, y'all. If anyone remembers The Wire, do y'all remember Snoop?
I didn't watch The Wire.
Mumu looked
she did a season of Love and Hip Hop New York.
She did.
So yeah, it is.
Mumu looked just like her.
Yes, he does. That's why I'm laughing because
he looked just like her. Yeah. And I love Snoop from The Wire. I do. Love me some Snoop. But that's who Mumu looked like.
The girl with the braids.
Yes.
Light skin.
Right. Yeah. What have I seen her on?
Love and Hip Hop New York. She did an episode or a season. She was a full-time cast member. It was the season. Was it season 5? I believe it was season 5 or season 6. It was. I know Cardi was on the season.
Yeah, she was there with Cardi B was there. It was like right
Mhm.
Cardi.
Yeah,
I want to show Kiwan so she can see what the heck I'm talking about. Sleep from the Wire.
I remember.
He
I
looked
remember
hmm
just
her. I
like
didn't
her
watch
to
The
me.
Wire, but I remember Felicia. What is this? What's your I'm saying all the time. What's your stud name? What's your real name? Felicia.
Oh Lord, I'm just like I don't know what happened last night, but I was watching this and I was like, you look like Snoop. And the way they say Tuesday, I love the accent out there. I do.
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Two. He said, I want Bonita too. I was like, how do y'all talk like that? I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We don't have no type of accent over here in California. We really don't. We really don't. We just talk shit, but we don't have no type of accent. I wish we
we
did.
do. We talk like Trina. We talk 35 miles per hour, and we will catch up. Especially
No.
when we get mad and turned up.
Oh Lord. He sure does. The Wire. The Wire is a great show. It's a great show. It make you
It
wonder about
wasn't
things.
Michael B. Jordan or something in the Wire. I don't
He
know, but
was. He was one of the
okay.
little corner boys in there. There's a couple of
Oh.
people that got their start that are now like now you can't unsee it. That are now huge in their career. Shout out to The Wire. Shout out to The Wire. I enjoyed that show. Um, what the hell was I saying? I'm still waking up, y'all. Moo and Gigi are out together. He has been playing with Gigi. He snuck out of Bonita's house. He pulled a whole infiltrative mission, as I would say if I was on the game. He went to urgent care after telling Bonita, oh, woe is me, I'm in pain. As a woman, we're very nurturing. So if someone tells me they're in pain, whether you my man or not, I'm going to be like, oh, can I help you with this? Can I make some suggestions for you? Like anything. So I'm not even mad at Bonita. He didn't have to do her like that. I
Mhm.
had thought about this at the end of the episode. Bonita is the one who is under the impression that Mumu is not living with her. So all he had to do was say, I got to go home to my mama because they don't know that he has no stipulations to his parole. He is not a good liar. He did not play that correctly. It's Gigi he should have been trying to see because she think he coming home with her. Bonita think he with his mama. That's why she keep calling Miss Crunchy Wave Nikita. So I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? But him and Gigi are walking the dog. We thought that Bonita was going to pull up on them, but that did not happen. What ended up happening is she just one of them people who walks her dogs off leash in the middle of the street, which is crazy. Just saying. But she and him talking. She's asking him about the photos from the event because he told her she was supposed that he was at a like welcome home party with his children, his mama, his family. He didn't take no photos. He didn't post not a thing to social media. She's asking for pictures, and he lied and said to Bonita, or not to Bonita, to Goddess. He said, "Yeah, you know, I never break your trust." Whenever people have to vocalize things that should be understood and not spoken, they've probably already done what they claim they wouldn't do. Mumu, you have broken her trust. You have broken her trust more than once, and you've made a fool of her on television. Now, while all of this is happening, Bonita is talking to a friend with no bra on.
Did she not have on a bra?
She didn't. Listen, I'm watching this shit in 4K, 65 inch. My husband loves tech, okay? She didn't have no bra on. Her nipples were like, nipples
Two
poking out.
raisins. It was
Listen,
like two. Yeah.
like they were, she has great nipples, great rack. Her tits were great, not gonna lie. But I shouldn't be
And
able
my
to see
spirit cousin, because we've been
yo.
like all the time.
I'm just saying, I shouldn't be able to see your areola. Like, why are we in jumpsuits without a shirt underneath, or at least a bra? Is that the new style?
The padded ones, you got to get the one with the pad and maybe add a little extra so you won't see it because I have to do it every day. Every day I have to add. If not, it's so unprofessional at work. I just be so embarrassed.
Oh,
Still ain't get a raise, but okay. Go ahead.
Looking at her doggone titties, and I know that's really bad. I shouldn't have put that in my notes, but I can appreciate a good rack. But girl, please, bra, nipple tassel, something. But Bonita's talking to her friend. She explains Damon's gone MIA. She has not heard from him for 24 hours. So she calls her mama while out with her friend. We're going to come back to it. I'm just getting it out to explain because I have a whole lot to say. The raggedy ass mother with the hair that's shiny for no reason because it looked like freshly melted plastic on top of her head decided to lie for Moo. And she didn't even lie in a good way. Bonita is like, where he at? Did he come home? Where is the car? She's like, oh, he even got the car. Why are you lying so hard for your son? Anybody else's mom, I don't care what color you are, because we've watched Parents of Love After Lockup before, would have been like, I don't want to be involved with this. You're just going to have to talk to my child at the very least. But for this lady to keep stuttering and thinking of a lie to come up with irked me. And then it's how she answered the phone. She answered the phone like she knew she was going to be on bullshit and lie. Hello? Oh, I don't know where he is. Devon's mama irritates me. She irritates me. And I'm sorry, I did have a negative comment that I did end up booting off the channel because someone was like, Mrs. Best, I don't like that you talk about people's mothers. They tell people to keep their motherfucking mamas off TV, ho.
Period.
That's all.
That's it. That's all.
My channel. That's it. That's all.
Yes, let me tell you something. It is equal opportunity. That's why my mom would never be on my channel. Or if I decide to go on reality TV, I'm not inviting her on there. They said, James, we need to see with your mama. Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I could pay an actress. But I'm not about to do that. I'm not, because I'm too sensitive when it comes to my mom. Regardless of where we stand in our relationship, I'm way too sensitive. I will go off on everybody. So yes, if you want to see my mama, I will pay an actress. That's my mama. And I have to explain to my mama, look, don't take that personal. I'm protecting you. This is for your protection. Yes, it's for your protection.
But we talk about who is on the show. And if a mama come on the show acting raggedy, then I'm going to say she was acting raggedy. But just based off what we see on the show, I just want people to realize that we are commenting on the show. I don't know if y'all read the tickers and disclaimers that are in my description, but they explain what we were saying is literally based on what we see on the show. I don't know these people in real life. I hope they live their life better than the show, though. But all we could do is talk about that. But if a mama's raggedy, she's raggedy. And crunchy finger waves that look like they were freshly melted plastic off of somebody's factory placed upon her head, wearing clothes that are 2 sizes too small, lacking common sense, not listening to her husband, which is not biblical, okay? And letting her son run amok with 4 different baby mamas, had her son eating served sandwiches. That ain't my fault, okay? That's his mama fault, Miss Nikita and her crunchy waves.
Period.
But Gigi telling Damon that she want to spend more time with him. She did a great job braiding his hair. It actually made me respect her more as a braider. I was expecting her to just do it at the house, but she has a whole separate space for her business, which I can respect. Good for Gigi. And them feed-ins looked good. And feed-ins are not easy to do. So I was looking at her like, huh?
What is it?
Feed-ins. It's a type of cornrow.
Yeah, it's the type of style that she actually,
Those little ones.
Not just little
not
ones.
The little ones. It's the pattern.
When you're braiding it, it's almost like a French braid, like what the clear people would wear, but you're doing the whole cornrow that way. It's very difficult. I have tried. So I was looking at her do it like, okay, girl, you might have just upped your business in Baltimore doing his hair on TV.
I know, because everybody finna come to you, especially the ones who need like sewing and weaves and stuff. They gonna need them kind of cornrows, I promise you. So, yep, she definitely got it.
She did well on his hair, so shout out to Gigi for that. Please leave this man. But he leaves and tells her he wants to go to the lounge. Well, first he said strip club, and then he caught himself. It was like, I mean the lounge. And she just let that go. But he went to the club and posted, Gigi. He couldn't post pictures of his family reunion, but he can go to the club and post himself with big booty hoes as he sprinkles money that probably didn't belong to him. I never understand how people go to strip clubs with no money. Like, I just don't. But he come back and he tries to go to Bonita's house. But the problem is Bonita has seen on the internet that he's in new clothes, because when he left her, he was in his jail finest outfit. But he is coming back to her house with hair braided and combed, clothes, shoes, money. And she's wondering, how did you do this? How did you get around? So Bonita got so mad. She said, and punched the cake. And I was mad because that cake looked good.
It did look good. I love marble cake. I'm like, why would you do that to me? Why would you do like, y'all? I was literally like fighting back cuss words. I'm like, not the marble cake. And y'all know how expensive marble cake is.
It
Like
looked like
marble
one of
cake,
them good sheet
good,
cakes too.
yes, good sheet. Like that's not a Costco sheet cake. That's like she went to a bakery. Like, and marble cake is expensive. It's not like your average cheap vanilla and chocolate. Like they got to mix all them batters. Yeah, let me stop.
Not James getting happy over the cake, but I
I
was
was
annoyed.
I love marble cake. I haven't had marble cake in 3 years.
Oh Lord,
Really?
Yes,
get you some, Frank. Go get you some.
I know.
But that is really all that happened with them. The only thing I really have to say before I get y'all's opinion is, if you're gonna lie, at least make an effort of it. I know a lot of people are saying in the Facebook groups that it has come out that they have all known each other and been kind of a throuple prior to the filming of this show. That doesn't surprise me. But I'm here for the shits and giggles and the entertainment. Moo, don't let your mama be on TV no more. Something is really wrong. And Bonita, this is why you never accept a man having a baby on you. Because Moo said in the last episode, him and his baby mama and Bonita both were pregnant at the same time. And she forgave that. And he cites that as his only reason for loving her, if anybody peeped. He didn't say, oh, she's good. She takes care of me. I can talk to her. He just likes that she accepted that he can have another baby mama. That's pretty much all he likes. So I'm looking at at Bonita like, can we be smarter? I know y'all are Bonita fans, but Bonita is one of the dumbest broads I've seen on television off of this fact. Who the fuck sits engaged to a man who had a woman pregnant at the same time as you for 5 years? Then you sold $150,000 worth of items for only $17K. You said you are willing to rent $17 green scooter to scoot your ass around the city to look for a man that is doing what you already know he has been doing. And then, Gigi, can you just listen to your gut? There's nothing more frustrating than seeing a woman that knows that she needs to get away from someone that just stays. And I feel like Gigi is aware of this, but it's like still staying because she don't feel like dealing with other people. But how did y'all feel about this episode?
It's common to see that they would know each other because I said this last week. I feel like Gigi lived right around the corner from Bonita. I just felt like that's just one of them situations. But this is way too much of cat and mouse for me, for my taste. Way too much lying, way too much, selective outrage, way too much of just a really, I don't want to say ghetto, but I have to, y'all, because I don't like that word. Just a very ghetto ass storyline.
It is.
Just that's what it is. That's all I have to say.
I agree. I'm with you. I think it is a hood, typical hood storyline. Also think that these two ladies are literally, your nervous system is literally telling you what's happening, but you're going to choose to continue to ignore it. And you're going to allow him to come in and run amok. And as I always say, run up your pH for the sake of what? Deek. So enjoy the little life while y'all can. I gotta understand. Him and his mama with the crunchy waves.
Shout out to Kiwan J, because the waves are crunchy.
Because I sent you a proper wave. It was the cute.
She did.
What was it? Lace front. It was very cute. Lace front waves. No, we got to deal with this raggedy hoe with these crunchy waves in a way you sitting here lying and you can't keep up your lie. You don't know how to lie and your son don't know how to lie. The way I would have bopped him, the old me was a crash out.
Man.
Hey, I would have bopped him, but that was the old me. That was when I was in my prime, young, no better 20s.
But now, listen, everybody gets a pass in their 20s, okay? We all get a pass. If I was held to the fire for how I acted and the things I did in my 20s, Lord, I'd be in the federal jail, the penitentiary. I think everybody kind of makes those mistakes in their 20s, but I do agree with both of you. At this point, it's just ghetto. But hey, if y'all like it, I love it. I'm here for entertainment, but this Love After Lockup fame don't last too long. Okay, so I hope they ride it appropriately. Good morning, Joseph Felton, or good afternoon if you're on East Coast. Hey, y'all, I got my noise cancellation headphones for these fireworks tonight.
All right.
Noise cancellation. I don't even know if we'll be able to see it. It's so doggone foggy. Where is all this money coming from for the Ubers they keep calling?
Exactly, because when I didn't have a car, it was like $100, almost close to $100 for me to Uber to work.
Ooh.
Yeah, like it was because I live. It was usually where I live now. It was about it was between 17 some days and 20, maybe $21, and that's going. So when I come home, I would take the bus. But y'all know I had to get to work at 6 in the morning. I try to get to work at 6 in the morning so I could get off early. So yeah,
That's the
thank God
best.
for a car.
Maybe Bonita has a social worker or a clinical case manager like Amina working with her, because there are a lot of programs that partner with Uber. I make people aware. That's one of the main things I do at work. Is I can't get here. I have this appointment. I don't know what to go do with this and that. My parole officer said he gonna call you. Okay, take the Uber voucher. Sign up.
I wish she would have said what happened to her 1996 Nissan Sentra.
James, that car is dead. Okay,
the alternator and the car. What is it? The
carburetor and the alternator and the rest of the aiders. It broke. Okay, she didn't even have a side mirror. She didn't even have.
I didn't even know. I wasn't in her car like that. Like I wasn't. I just was like, ooh.
No,
my auntie used to have that car when I was a kid.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if production did pay for them to Uber around, because that is a lot.
I imagine so. Yeah, because that same Uber lady that dropped them off at her shop was the same Uber lady that took her home. So I was like,
TV, 9 times out of 10, they're not crazy. In Ubers. It's production.
Yeah.
Okay. Production, just driving them around, but they're gonna say that they're in an Uber. That was crazy. Come on, Gigi, do better. Listen.
And wasn't she in nursing school? Y'all, I think I remember with
Love.
She's a student.
That's what I thought. I was like, she never even talk about that anymore. Like
maybe she don't have time to like. I don't know. I wonder if she's still in school.
Right. And then I just saw a clip of Bonita on live with she had her bathing suit top on with a towel wrapped around her waist, just standing sideways talking about, she was just going in for the 56 seconds. I said, my God, on today.
Oh, Bonita. They make nipple covers.
Yes, I was just on Amazon looking at that, so I'm gonna order some today.
I know I shouldn't promote it, but Shein has them for 50 cents and they work well.
Really?
You just gotta wait a little longer for it to come in the mail, but yes.
Oh no, I need mine.
I just discovered it because I don't want my nipples to offend people, so I try to cover them up. I don't need my titties. I don't need that happening. Like, no. Let me stop using my tits for guns before Ms. Best coming here. The car needed an oil change.
The carburetor went out.
Get it over to Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube said we don't carry oil for that type of car anymore.
Oh Lord, when my mom was alive, condolences to your mother, AP. My friends called her. She told all my business.
Oh,
my God.
Wow.
Okay.
She was friendly. You sound like you had a mom who just was a friend and was on people's side. She said, "I'll tell you all your business."
That's how my mama was, AB. Well, no, she told everybody she did that. She did the same thing. And let me say this: when y'all talk about moms being on shows, I would never have to take up for my mom. If y'all see me, I'm light. Like Carrie said, I'm Marlene Light. She not gonna let you play with her.
Nikita don't care. Nikita's doing all of this for Mumu too, which is crazy. And then you got to peep. She got a husband too. Nikita, I hope your husband ain't like your son, bitch. That's all. I hope your husband is not like your son. My mama would never. She would let Bonita and Goddess beat my ass.
Same.
Shout out to your mom.
Gigi did that and Bonita saw that and she just knew. Oh Lord, nothing worse than brokies at the strip club. That be who all in there. Can y'all stop playing with my good, hardworking stripper sisters' money? Don't go there unless you're ready to throw dollars. thousands of them. Okay,
Wasn't he doing this? I thought I saw him doing this.
ones, girl. I need him to do that with some 5s, some 10s, or some 20s, because that's what they do when you go to the strip club. I do enjoy the strip club, y'all. Okay? But when you go to the strip club, they have the people who will exchange your cash for ones. Ones look a lot more money than like they wasn't doing like Big Meech was doing back in the day at Magic City, throwing hundreds. Okay, they ones, and it looked like he may have just had that one stack. Good morning, Mrs. AKA. I hope you are having a good day. Happy Ancestor Day.
July 10th.
Glad Moo doesn't look like a treasure troll.
Yeah, that's true. He not bad looking. He just a kid. Like to me, in my eyes, I see a kid, but I just don't understand why they can't see what we see. Like, I need to give you my eyesight. I need you to see it. It's bullshit. You don't see it. Do you not hear it?
She said you're not. What's New York's mom say? What's not clicking?
Exactly.
Oh,
but they
Lord.
know. That's the thing. And that's why I like those two, because y'all know, but y'all are choosing to act like you don't know. And this, when I listened to this entire episode, this episode has been about women willingly choosing to position themselves to be losers. Yeah. I hope I'm not being harsh, but I may need to find another word, but they've positioned themselves.
No, I think what the problem is, people in today's time are extremely sensitive. One, it is not like it was back in the day, 90s and 2000s. People are extremely sensitive. People want to act a fool, but then get upset at when people have foolish opinions of their foolish behavior. Yeah. Oh, well. Like, and people like Bonita, no shade to Bonita and Gigi, y'all are playing into the stereotypes that are negative about Black women, about baby mamas, aka the children or the mothers of people's children. Like, and there's no reason to be this fucking stupid. And the only way to stop is if people call the shit out. You cannot act this way on TV and think that people will take you seriously. We'll laugh for shits and giggle, but Kiwan, you did make a valid point. Like, a loser ass bitch is the only type of bitch that would be involved in this type of a situation. And you can be delivered from being a loser ass bitch. You absolutely can. But instead of getting mad at people for referring to you as a loser ass bitch, accepting foolery, maybe figure out how to get out of that situation. People don't be liking to hear the truth about shit. That's why I don't have too many friends.
Now, I will say that. Didn't we say, didn't one of y'all say Goddess was pregnant last week or am I tripping?
Yes, that has been all over social media. Yeah. And apparently not happy.
Nursing school. Dang. I mean, y'all can be like my girl Gael, because she is not pregnant.
Praise the Lord.
I need somebody to give her a show. I never thought I'd say that.
I want to see her on something else too. Yeah. Just because this last 4 episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami, she has tickled me in ways because I didn't like her at first, but now she's starting to come over to my good side because I definitely see why they kept her.
Gael is what it is. Flo is somewhere floating in the wind. Mrs. AKA said Bonita need to adjust her meds. You're right, Mrs. AKA. You're right. I felt her anger, but why did the cake have to get assaulted? It looked like one of them good cakes from Publix.
Oh, and that's exactly where I'm going after this. Oh,
y'all got a Publix?
Joseph, we do, and yes.
I never been to Publix.
Girl, you missing
either. We don't have
missing out. Like when I tell you that deli is like the great substitute of all substitutive cooking, and they salads, a whole nother level.
Oh wow! Well, I heard the equal to Publix in Texas is the HEB, and so I've been here since after Katrina, and the first time I've been to HEB was last week.
Oh, I see your post on that.
I did too. That was funny. Yeah.
She said, I ain't never been. We don't have anything special in California, unfortunately. All we got is Safeway. Safeway, Food Max, Lucky's, Albertsons. I think they're all owned by the same company.
They are.
So that's all we got other than like Whole Foods and Nob Hill Foods
and stuff.
Yeah. We have hella like healthy places, which is nice, but nothing special. The Safeway deli is as good as it gets. Bonita spells numbers, letters, and shapes, just less than smart.
Miss AKA, do we need to get you a chair for the corner?
People keep saying online, Bonita's smart, Bonita's smart. No, this is why there's so many toxic relationships in the world. A smart person would not be in this situation.
I equate it to Tara from Love and Hip Hop New York. Tara was very book smart, but she had no
was.
fucking common sense. So I mean, like, so Bonita she is smart. I will give her that. She is very smart. She know
Yeah.
how to hustle in the mentality of not being fully prepared and having the items that you need in order for the business to be successful. But she
If Bonita
finds
was
a way.
smart, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. But if Bonita was smart, some of that $17,000 she got from 150K, she could have took 5 of her 17 and got her like at least a 2007 Nissan.
Bonita, I try.
If
I
I
try to
come into a
advocate
lot
for
of money,
you.
if I come into a lot of money and the money's supposed to be for your daughter, right? I assume a car, I'm not a mother, but I assume a car is important for the daughter, right? Or a phone holder, as Kiwan is showing us. She not smart. We love you, Bonita, because you funny as hell, and I appreciate her for coming on TV and just giving it what
Oh,
it
shit.
being herself. But you sold $17,000 worth of stuff, and you calling the next niggas for a ride. Not smart.
But she said she had to pay bills. So I don't know if
$17,000 worth.
towards the bills and whatever business. Because remember, she have the dicks on the sticks and the pussies on the sticks and the sticks.
He spent $1.50 on some waffle mix from Walmart. Great value. Okay. Bonita, I need Bonita to do better because you could tell she can have huge potential, but I feel like Moomoo's a distraction for her. But
I think her and Goddess are the same. If anything, I actually like those two though. I just think that they just need to let him go, and I just think they have some more growing to do. And I think I just think they have a little more growing to do, but I think they need to decenter Demon.
Oh, holler. She said they have EBT. You can use your EBT card for Uber and Instacart.
Really?
Fund
I
social
don't even
worker fact to
qualify for
everybody.
food stamps.
Yes, I don't know if it's in every state I know in California you can use your EBT card to order on DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, and they will not charge you for the bags. They will not charge you the fee, all of those good things. And then with Uber, you can get a lot of vouchers and companies that pay for it. Maybe she's aware. Not punch the motor on that car. Her roof was sagging. Y'all are eating her up.
Oh my gosh.
She
Lord.
dismantled her boo. Boo boo makes me want
I
to
knew a girl who did that, by the way. Like, literally, she used to take her battery out of her car because she would say that someone was trying to break in her car. So she took the battery out every day.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the hardest thing to do, but I
don't know how to do it. So
it's really easy.
Yes, I don't know how to do it. So yes, I'm just like, wow. And she was like 4'8" and had a Pathfinder. The big, like, it just did not match.
You must have needed. Oh, you graduated from nursing school with your son.
Yeah,
that's amazing. We actually need more male nurses. It's a fact.
I figured Miss AKA graduated from somewhere. I'm assuming I figured because she AKA. So I was like, I don't know where. We just need to know where. But I think you graduated from somewhere. Some HBCU, my girl. Shout out to you. We love that. We love
your own chair. She said she got her own chair.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I was gonna get you a special pink and green chair.
Not the first edition Nissan, not the first edition.
That's the first Nissan Sentra of the 90s remake.
Those no more.
Yep, in 1996. See, she know. My aunt had the same exact car.
Thank you to AB. For those who do not know, taking out your battery does reset everything. So I imagine James's friend had trouble with the smog check.
That wasn't a friend. That was a
Take out
coworker.
your
'cause
battery constantly and your odometer changes when they go smog it. You'll have to run and drive your car for a certain number of miles. A lot of people don't know that. But I mean, it's Arizona, so maybe James's friend wasn't the smartest. Maybe.
she was book smart because the lady had a whole doctorate in economics and taught at ASU. I actually knew who she was before she worked at the post office with me.
Book
That's
smart
why I
don't
was,
learn that don't mean shit. And one thing I've learned while getting my master's degree, and I'm also being considered as a doctoral candidate because I'm going to be finishing soon.
Ooh.
The smartest people make the dumbest decision. The clinicians I work for, the doctors and stuff I be cool with, they be, okay, yeah, so looking at my chart, I'm going to put you on this and I want you to do this and we'll fix that. They be in the back row with me. They be like, Amina girl, let me tell you what this nigga did this week. Doctors, medical practitioners of all shapes, sizes, and colors. So I've learned through college, it don't mean shit. It just means someone has knowledge on whatever subject they paid to learn about. But outside of that,
but behind the scenes, they crashing out from somebody who don't know the difference between want and want.
I have to take my battery out. My Alfa Romero Stelvio speedometer is blank. That's normal when you take out a battery. Lord help us.
My God.
The next people we'll go get it to. I'm always scared saying their name with James and Kiwa here. Is Dia and Cyrus.
this is where I
call them Tweedledee and Tweedledum because Tweedledee and Tweedledum. My husband was happy hollering. He's like, look at the side angle of this nigga's hairline. What happened?
The hairline?
His hairline. Like his braids.
I want him to cut it off.
His braids start like, let me see. His braids, see how my hairline right there? His is like right by my wedding ring up here. And then they started these braids. And I was looking at the front of them and I was like, oh, someone didn't start the braid right. It looked like they was just twisting hair together and then finally got the... I don't know what's going on. Not his breath look like garbage. It smelled like garbage truck
That's
juice.
that hole right here in his mouth from the Methodists.
Shout out to Tamika's did, because what did Tamika say last week? I was hollering off camera. She said it seemed like the motherfuckers who got the most messed up grills is be smiling the biggest and the strongest, missing teeth, but they photo is. Shout out to Tamika's did. She covers the show as well. I hope to have her back next week.
Follow her channel.
Oh, she's so funny. She's so sweet too.
Yes.
I lost my thought because I'm really thinking of what she said. But Tweedledee and Tweedledum are getting ready to go back to the parole office. Dia did his hair for him. I saw her trying to look at one of the braids, and then she was like, I'm just gonna look like she just combed it up into a nice little perfect ponytail. I said, I just can't. But he's nervous to see his mama because his mama is the environment he was in when he got arrested and all of that, which I can understand. He also explains his mom only visited him twice during the whole tenure of his lockup. I need people who get locked up to understand that it's expensive for people on the outside. They're not always going to be able to see you. Good morning, JB. Welcome in. Welcome in. JB also covers this show. You guys check into his channel. But he tries to play a joke on Dia and was like, they're going to take me back to jail. I said, you got to be careful what you speak into your life because he in real time is actually back in jail. He wasn't in the show, but in real time, he is back in jail. I don't know if him and Dia are still together. However, they focus in on the fact that he's going to have to meet Dia's sister and her family. And I guess his mother came out there as well. Dia's sister was interesting. She was interesting to say the least. I got the vibes from her of someone who may have gone to jail or been involved in some shit. And we were right. Her sister expresses that she did time in federal prison as well. And she also let us know that Dia has horrible choice in men. And it didn't seem like the bad choice in men just started from these inmates. It sounds like outside of the inmates, Dia just doesn't make good choices when it comes to men.
Mm-hmm.
The sister said something that I don't think people say unless they mean it about family. She said Dia is not in her right state of mind. I believe her because
Oh, absolutely. We can see that.
it's so
We can
obvious
see
that
that.
Dia is out of her mind. Everything went well with the visit. Not much happened with them. The sister was talking to Cyrus with a blunt. I have to remember that a lot of the Bay Area migrated out to Colorado, specifically the Denver metropolitan area and Washington, before all of the Californians started coming to Texas to harass y'all. Because they were talking like straight Bay Area people. He was like, "You feel me? I'm trying to do with the best." I said, "Am I? Is that an Oakland YN? What? Why are they talking like this?" I was so confused.
Okay, I understood everything in that
Yeah,
conversation. I was like, oh,
they sounded straight like they was from the Bay. Shout out to the Bay, but I don't know. You can't expect much change from somebody who is having a conversation with someone about their change as they smoke a blunt. And this person also used to be in prison. Everything went well, but I don't know. I'm just happy Dia didn't like make me want to fight. How y'all felt?
So she did not annoy me as much. I was glad to see him connect with his mom. That kind of made me slightly emotional, slightly. Um, but that her mama was like, "So do you need to be drinking, ma'am? This a grown man. Let him do whatever he want." But then my antennas went up when he said, "We're gonna have to go back to the liquor store, sir. You just got here, okay?" And it seemed like the kids like him, so I'm okay with the, I'm okay with the kids liking him. They don't know him. It's genuine. I'm still not okay with him living with these people. You're allowing this man, and her house is beautiful. Her house, her outside, it's beautiful. I'm not okay with you allowing this man to live with you. The sister, yeah, I get what you're saying, but what are you doing to, I don't know. I don't know. The sister just looked like she come with a whole lot of bad decisions herself. So, but I'm gonna talk about you. So I won't, like, you just don't look like the pillar of the community. She just don't, not to me. But yeah, other than that, I don't have an issue with Dia this week. I think I need to look at my notes, but I don't have an issue with Dia.
okay. Well,
They
while you
didn't really need to
skimming through your
be.
notes,
They didn't really need to be in the episode this week, in my opinion. You know how we don't get the every couple every episode.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could have waited for the family reunion and like put
Yes.
them in another episode and maybe gave us more. Because
Yes.
it's kind of odd that Dia didn't get on my nerves.
um, it is odd that she didn't get on our nerves, but also I felt like we were not addressing like elephants in the room. And unfortunately, because we weren't in the room, we couldn't see what the elephants were. Because there was a lot to be questioned here. Like, why, once again, she don't know this man. She just met him. Why are her kids meeting him right now?
Problematic.
Why aren't we waiting to see what this ends up being first before we involve children? And then knowing he's going to move in with her is a whole nother red flag for me.
Yep.
And I think that that's what we're not addressing. I'm like, okay, why are we so comfortable with this man who has to reacclimate himself back into society, coming into a woman and her children? And then what pissed me off, like, y'all good for saying she didn't piss you off, because what pissed me off is she don't wait till they get to the door and say, listen.
That's what I forgot about.
Yes. So I was like, wait, are we forgetting something here? She pissed me off with the, well, wait a minute. Before we get to this house,
That's
my babies are in there.
She did that for
They are my
TV.
heart.
She did that for
She
TV. That's
did it.
literally why I'm like,
You don't wait till the last minute to think
because a
about your
real mother
children.
would have been prepared your kids or asked him that
Well,
question. Why you
a
got
real
your
mom
man?
wouldn't even bring him around until she saw what he was about to do first
yeah.
and how he was going to treat her. And then, because I think, like, to me, my mom probably wouldn't even bring me around this man if this was her. My mom wouldn't even have told me until maybe I was grown. But like, James, I was done with somebody that was in prison. I just never told y'all because I didn't want y'all in that shit like that. My mom would have never said anything. I would have never, if my mom ever dated an inmate, I would have never known because she would never say it. So to me, there is a neglect here of preparing your children, but then also making sure that one, they're in safe because you don't know this man.
Her
You only
kids
know him.
live in a shack. This lady ain't gonna do none of it. Okay, let's call a fucking spade a spade. After seeing her sister's house and seeing Dia's house, and then looking at the comments on the internet, I had left a comment on something because Dia has been doing videos explaining why her house is the way it is and explaining the situation. I was happy to see other moms in the comment like, I would have slept in that garage and my kids would have had the good room in the house.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this lady don't even care enough to make sure her kids have the space that they need. So I'm not surprised at what she does, but hopefully next week Dia will. I have no hopes for Dia, but
I don't
I'm
have any
looking
hopes for her
forward
either
to
because
the
she looked like
entertainment.
whatever this ends up being, we see it coming. So it's like, what can we do? I just wish she thought better of herself and her children to not put them in a situation to one, be so desperate for a man that you have to get one in prison.
I mean, a lot of the moms on the show are, but I feel like just watching through the years, Dia's one of the worst moms that
Yeah.
has had that with her kids. But I'm sure she loves her kids and means well, but like if you got to work on construction in your house so your kids have a safer place to sleep, maybe focus on that instead of chasing the man who only got 7 good teeth in his mouth, as Miss AKA said.
Yeah.
Just the 7, Lord. Her sister is a thug who walks around with a federal prison ID, badge of honor.
I didn't like that either. I was like,
Why do you still
so
have
why
this?
do you still have that? Why are you not moved on? Because anyone who still carries that, that means you have not moved on. Like, ugh.
It's weird to keep I would have threw that thing
Ewan,
out
you on
the
mute if
window.
you trying to talk to us.
She tried to, I feel like the sister tried to use that as a scare tactic to kind of be like, you need to do right. You need to do right by my sister. Ma'am, if you don't go somewhere and shove that card up your ass and get
Right.
out of my face,
Before you
like,
have to serve
I'll get to
85%.
bed. Okay.
Because what
It's
was I
fine.
supposed to do? That wouldn't even have scared
Right.
me. I was like, okay, Ann.
It's easier if you would have presented me with a state prison ID card. I might have been like, okay, let me act right. But it's
Yeah.
I
different.
don't listen. I don't care if she had Macho and Pacho with her standing by side for her, like Madam has Tommy. That doesn't scare me.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? Like, to me, the only validated points you needed to make to us, which you did, was your sister don't make the best decisions, and you know
Right.
this shit is not gonna last. That is the only two things that she said in this whole scene that was like, yeah, we know. Thank you for being the obvious person to point it out and actually saying something versus everyone acting, oh my God, Cyrus is old, which is a beautiful thing, but still.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
see.
I can't celebrate somebody who don't went to jail for bad behavior. Like you went to
That's the other thing. A lot of these people on the cast, we're actually going to get into later on, Rich and Felicia. But a lot of these people this season have the attitude like, I just got out of jail, so I should have this and I should get this. No, you should have done what you needed to do to stay your ass out of jail. You don't get to then come home and make all of these demands and have these high ass expectations for other people who then supported you while you down. Like, can't stand that. Kirsten and Brady, aka the melanin redacted woman who says we will see demons if she don't get no deek.
Oh God.
Well, it
She's
didn't
going
do what
back.
it was supposed to do because we still see demons.
Listen, she's going back to is Wichita, it looked like Kansas, wherever he's staying. She lives in a whole different state. This time she's making a road trip with her kids. It looks like her baby daddy fixed the car. She keeps talking about funds and how she can't afford much, and it looked like them kids were driving her crazy on the road. I'm not gonna lie. But if you struggle so bad for money, why can't you sit patiently and say, I'll see my man once a month until he's out of this halfway house to save money? Instead of trying to see him constantly and be up under him and getting hotels and bringing the babies, like they can get passes and stuff in halfway houses. Like if he has good behavior, just get them a day pass. I mean, at least that's how it is here in California. You can get a day pass or an overnight pass after so long. I just feel like there's a lack of patience for seeing him. I'm not traveling state to state for anybody. My husband can hear me if he goes to prison and it is more than 5 hours away from me. You will see me when you see me, but I will write you. That's it. Like, I'm not about to do that. But I guess Kristen is different. They are excited for this trip because her kids are going to get to be around him really for the first time in person. And then his twin girls that he has been a bum father for, that he has not spoken to his entire 5 years in jail, are supposed to be coming to see him as well. She tells us she has some joy because she was able to spend the night with her husband and fool around in the restroom. Which, after hearing that Kristen rented another room for Brady's ex and his kids, until they got there, I would have put my kids in that room to sleep so that I don't have to like worry about my kids hearing from the bathroom. Okay. The kids don't need to hear the balls hitting the cheeks from the bathroom. They just don't. You never know if they really sleep. But the day comes for them to see his daughters. They took him to an arcade, which his daughters are older. I didn't feel like they put much thought into what they might like. It was more so what her kids would like. But the baby mama did not show up. She says that her daughter got a swollen lymph node on her left side. A swollen lymph node usually means you just have a viral common cold, for those who don't know, 9 times out of 10, especially with kids. So I thought that was a little odd. I don't know if the baby mama just didn't want to put her kids in that environment or if the kids were really sick, because she did tell them at the last minute. Kristen was kind of calm, but James reminded me before the live started that it looks like on the next episode she'll crash out. But for now, she's pretty calm about the daughters not coming to see. The only thing I'm going to really discuss with them that I'd like to ask y'all is if you feel like there's other reasons to the babies not being there, or if you think that his kids were actually sick.
I think it could be both. I think that it could be a circumstance where maybe the girls aren't ready to see him because they're a little bit older than Kirsten's kids. So it could be a situation where maybe they're just not ready, and maybe one of the babies was sick. So Corey was like, well, then hell, look, we just not gonna make this trip because y'all may be uncomfortable. And then whichever baby was sick is sick. So maybe and that's a 5-hour drive from what we understand, 5-6 hours. So I think maybe she just got to a point where it was like, listen, I'm not trying to make this drive. I got a sick baby. They may be uncomfortable with seeing him. But then I wanted to know more about his 48-hour pass then, because to me, I felt like, okay, do you have limitations on that pass? Could you maybe have gone to go see your daughters? Like, what would have been the condition? I feel like we weren't really getting much out of this.
Usually
To
when you're
understand
out
it.
of jail, you can't just leave the state. You have to get
Oh,
everything.
Okay.
You have to get everything approved. Yeah. And they won't, like, if someone passes away or if he wanted to visit like his mother or something, they might be more likely to let him. But if you're just visiting like a baby mama, kids, things like that, they're not gonna let him leave. But that's why I say they need to be patient. Kiwan, what about you?
So you talking about overall for those two?
Just overall with these two, whatever you want to add.
So I feel like Kristen does make these poor financial decisions because she want to be kept by this man. I don't understand why you're trampling your kids. Again, like you said, I don't understand that. Your kids don't know them. They don't need to spend the night in the same room with this man. That's crazy to me. And especially if you're trying to, be an adult, y'all still getting to know each other and have adult time. Your kids definitely don't need to be there. It is okay that their father, if you would have kept your kids home with their father, that is okay. But again, you wanted to show up. I feel like you just wanted to show up as the better mother. I don't know. Corey, as far as I'm concerned, as far as Corey goes, I'm glad that she didn't bring her kids. Again, they don't know him like that. They have to get to know him again because they had not had time to get to know him. And so I'm supposed to drive me and my kids all of these hours to come see you. So I have to accommodate you by not accommodate, I have to accommodate you, but you know, I'm sorry, I have to accommodate you. And I just don't think she needs to be doing that. I think that I'm not sure if he's not talking to them, but it needs to start. If you want to make better relationship, you need to start by communicating over the phone. You're in a halfway house now, so you can talk to them as much as you want now. I think you have a cell phone. Start there. So I'm glad. I don't care if it was a sneeze or a sniffle. They ain't coming. And it's just as simple as that. I do not like how whatever his name is, the Methodist was talking to her children. You were a bit harsh. They're little. They're gonna do little kid things. So you're doing team too much, if you ask me. And I just feel like underneath all of that is this weird temper, just in my opinion. And the fact that you two raggedy hoes was banking on Corey to come so you, Kirsten, can put pawn your kids off on Corey so you can fuck for a buck is crazy to me. Girl, if you don't go directly to hell and you can take the
She
Methodist
said
with
that.
you.
I forgot she said that
I
too.
forgot she did say that.
It doesn't surprise me. And to answer your question, no, he has not spoken to his kids or seen his kids. He said it during his entire tenure of jail. And he claimed that the reason why was because he didn't want them to see him in that way. I have a father who was in jail a lot when I was coming up. He did a lot, is in the papers in Oakland, all that stuff. However, no matter what my dad did or got in trouble for, even when my parents split and my mama was trying to tell courts, nope, I don't want him to see my kids because he's in jail, he still found a way to fight and see us, with sneaking and calling cousins and having them three-way me in so I could talk to my dad. If a dad wants to be a dad, there's nothing on the planet that will stop him from being a dad. I think that's true of parents, though, mother or father. If they care about their kids, there's nothing that can stop them from being in their kid's life. I think another good thing about parenting for some parents is like my siblings. I have 3 younger siblings. I'm the oldest of 4. They did not want to talk to my dad. I was the only child talking to him after he got out of jail. It took 10 years for my siblings to want to, get back involved with him. So I do think it's important to acknowledge like what the kids want. Also, that can impact his kids in the long run. It's trauma. Like a parent getting out of jail is not easy for a kid to deal with. There's feelings like embarrassment, abandonment, like their own self-efficacy and self-worth is questioned. Like, it's not easy. I respect the mom for not bringing them. I wish she would have told the truth and been like, they not ready. That's the only feedback I have for Brady's baby mama.
She didn't want to deal with the backlash of whatever it is, the stupidity of his backlash, and again judging how he talked to Kirsten's kids, and the fact that she allowed that, she just sat there like
no adult. Like, I don't have kids, and if I were to, let's say I meet Kiwan in person, she ain't got no little kids, but let's say I meet Kiwan in person and her kids were little and I'm meeting them for the first time, I'm not going to say, hey, don't do that. I'm not going to say anything unless I see a kid doing something like unsafe, like going for an outlet or, whatever else a kid could do. I'm not going to say anything. It's not my place,
right?
Whether you're dating somebody or not. So I am glad you brought that up, because it's one thing to have your babies around the inmate, but then you letting the inmate run the babies.
Right. And you see a difference between how harsh he is and then the fact of him blaming it on the lack of parenting or father that he had. He said something about, well, I think it was him that said that. I blame this on, my life. No, you made a choice. You made a choice to start meth. You made a choice to get yourself in trouble. This has nothing to do with you not having somebody around. You understand they're not there anymore, and you move accordingly. There is nothing you can do about it, but you can make different life changes. You chose not to. That is not your fault. Do you talk to your own kids? Would you talk to your own girls like that? And there was a difference how I seen him talk to his kids and the way Holes, because Cyrus talked to Dia's kids. And it was, you could tell Cyrus is very calming with Dia's kids. Like, and it could be phony, but you can see the genuineness in him talking to her kids versus this. He's
Didn't
very
show no
harsh.
irritation. I don't know if y'all sensed
Yes.
that, but when he did talk to her kids, because I was looking at the little boy touch the door, and I'm like, kids sometimes they just touch shit,
Yeah.
like move around. Sometimes kids will have an outburst that's loud, and it's not even nothing bad. Like, let kids be kids. But he seemed like one of them adults that was like annoyed with
Yeah.
the kids being kids. But I didn't. The blue boy wasn't even doing that much. He was just touching the door, being playful, like.
It's a hotel. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a hotel. Why don't you
that's
put the
like going to
TV on?
Disneyland. Like it's like they're gonna be curious. They're gonna want to see. Like they're gonna want to do anything. And the problem is that my only issue with that scene, because I didn't like it either, is are you gonna talk to your twin daughters that same way when they come and see you?
Right.
Like are you going, or is it just her kids?
He's
Right.
gonna act
Because
probably more authoritative over her
Her.
yeah, because
kids because
yeah,
he knows he's missed out on time with his, and his are big enough to call his ass out.
but that's not your corrective action to make though.
Right.
Like I agree with you. I think that is what he's doing, but that's not your makeup time. That's not something you do just because you didn't do that with your own. So you feel like you need to go into overkill to do it to hers. That's not what this is for.
Yeah.
And I did not like that. So yeah, that's gonna be
I
a
know
problem.
this is probably going too far too, but he's on methadone. Methadone is a drug that helps people to stay off of other drugs. It helps with cravings, with amphetamines and heightened drugs, but essentially you're just safely getting people high, right? I wouldn't trust nobody on that shit along with my baby. That's all. Just have to get that out there. I done seen people tripping for methadone and abusing it, so I don't trust it. But very good points that you both brought up. American Boy said the baby mama of Brady said on social media that she wasn't going to do that to her kids. Good.
Yeah, she
Pretty
should.
good. I don't
As
think
she
anybody's
should,
faulting
yeah.
her for not bringing them. Let him do some stuff. She's been the sole parent. And Kirsten, you want to ignore how this man was as a parent. She's friends with the baby mama. So it's like you've had, as James said, she had the Yelp reviews, the Google reviews, okay, that ad in the
And yeah,
local newspaper.
because it's not like y'all are friends. Like y'all get
Yeah.
along. Y'all kids have been around each other, so it's not like this is unfamiliar territory.
Yep.
And that's why I said, depending on how this goes next week,
Oh yeah.
Kirsten gonna get red next week because
Oh,
I already know how this is about to go.
We gonna wear her out.
Yes, I
I
already know
don't
how
like
this is
her
about to
though.
go. I don't
I
like her
look
either,
forward to
but
it.
I know this is about. I know how this is gonna go. I already know. So Kirsten, be ready for us next week because I'm telling you, it's coming.
And that's what make y'all good TV. I'm sorry if you don't like how you talked about this, because sometimes the Love After Lockup cast do find things and send me DMs. If y'all don't like what we talking about, make better choices or do that when no one can see. The twin said, "Let me." The twin said, "We need to reintroduce ourselves." Okay, they look just like their mama too. It was not a methodologist. If I was Kristen's baby daddy, Brady would have had seen me. Because don't talk to my kids like that.
Right.
He said on the camera too, like I want to respect their father.
No, you don't. It's almost like you come in there again annoyed. You don't know them, but you're coming in with the spirit of annoyance. And whatever they do, you don't want to be you're going to be annoyed, because the truth of the matter is you don't want them, you want the mother, not the kids.
Basically, that's what it's given. That's actually the best assertion. Your kids are 27 and 31. Watch your mouth. Exactly. I just think it's an appropriate way to talk to people's family in general. Like if I'm first meeting somebody, I'm not going to do all of that. Like, my God, Brady. He ain't never been a father, daddy, or dad, just a donor. It's true. My anxiety was so high, all them clothes on the bathroom floor.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I was looking at that. I was like, wow.
Oh Lord. Oh, we're gonna move into James's favorite couple, as well as Kiwan's favorite couple, Rich and Felicia. Felicia. Felicia, Felicia, Felicia. Bye, bitch. Bye, Felicia. That's what I got for Felicia. Because according to Felicia, in Sicilian culture, the men spoil the women. Did you see your daddy do this to your mama in his tracksuit and his warrants? Felicia, your mama was treated like a queen. So I guess in Sicilian culture, the woman don't got to work and got to be treated like a queen so bad that the dad is willing to go out there and sell drugs. What are we in an episode of The Sopranos? Like, what are we doing? I'm not Italian, I'm not Sicilian, but I feel like she's making a mockery of the culture. I have been around a lot of Sicilian people, specifically that I know from the East Coast. They are big on culture. A lot of the women I know, they are housewives, they don't work, but their husbands have legal jobs, to my knowledge at least. I also think it's unrealistic for you to have expectations of someone that you cannot meet or would not be willing to meet on your own. How is it? I'm not mad at her for keeping her coochie to herself, but you want him to spoil you, buy you clothes, and do all of this shit, and you not even giving up no nookie? Now, if you're not giving up no nookie, in my opinion, he could take you on dates, he could take you to dinner, he could pick you up, he could give you rides, but to be buying your wardrobe and all of that, I don't blame him for looking at her crazy for not wanting to do that. Other thing, she liked to tease this man and then remind him she can't have stuff. You see my little booty cheeks in this outfit, but you're not giving him none. You didn't even want him to see you naked when you showering. I just feel like, Felicia, it's okay to lock up your box and protect it from Dirty D. However, don't be playing with people. And I feel like she plays with people. And we are reminded in the store, because she's like, I expect Rich to buy all these clothes for me. But y'all are questioning him. Why do you have expectations of someone that you don't even fully trust? I would be trying to distance myself from them versus acting like it's cool. See, that's how people end up on episodes of Snapped and Investigation Discovery, as the victim. Okay? You cannot play with people like that. So I don't understand quite what she's doing, but I also don't like Rich, so I'm okay with it. In the store, she gets a phone call from somebody in jail. Talk about it's her manager, because she needed $1,000. Not sure for what, but we are reminded that Felicia talks to 20 different men for money. Okay, she's tricking her life away. I'm not mad at it, but you cannot talk to 20 different Negroes for money and then expect the man that you are supposed to be in a committed monogamous relationship with on the outside to then spend money on you. And then you also not giving him none. So I'm kind of looking at Felicia like, girl, what are we doing? Make a decision that makes sense, please. Make a decision that makes sense, because you look like, listen, people like to get at hoes and stuff. Hoes make their money and they do it unapologetically. And some of them are the reason some men are able to get some who wouldn't get any at all. But at least they own what they're doing. She's doing the same thing as a hoe. The exact same thing. The only difference is she's not exchanging sex. She's exchanging conversation and God knows what else, because I feel like she's giving them something to get money. Like, that's just my personal feeling. But he hears her talking about the other men that she's getting money with, and he doesn't understand why she still has a need to talk to niggas. She's kind of explaining it as, well, you're not taking care of me, so somebody has to. In real time, Felicia's in school and making the effort to take care of herself. I think she's understood that in the real world, you can only go so far expecting for other people to do for you. But they get to a family event. The topic of divorce comes up again. It also came up in the store because that was Rich's argument against her. And they have Felicia's cousin and auntie with the faux dreadlocks on the top of her head and the whisk bang that was curled. She came up to him and was like, we need to know you divorced. He was like, yes, I'm divorced. But he got like awkward with it. And the auntie is like, well, can you provide proof of the divorce? No, I don't have proof of my divorce right now. And he ends up getting upset when the auntie walks away. He literally ran across the parking lot like a child throwing a temper tantrum that was about to run and throw themselves onto the ground. He's ripping off the microphone that we TV have on him and all of this stuff. He didn't really answer her question or Felicia's questions, but he got angry and claimed that he's a private person. Me too. There's a whole lot about my life that y'all don't know here on YouTube. You can't share everything, you know? I think we could all consider ourselves to an extent to be private people, but you could be private and still proof of your divorce. You want to date this girl, you want her to move to Texas, you want her to give up her coochie to you and all of these things, but you're not telling her anything about yourself. Like, and the auntie was like, well, we could just look up the public information. He was like, well, go ahead and do it. Can somebody just go ahead and look up if he was divorced or ever married? Now, episode with these two ended with Rich crashing out. However, I don't think he was ever married. I know this is probably a leap, but after watching this episode, my discernment tells me Rich was never married. It's giving Yandy and Mendices. That's just my opinion. How y'all felt about them this episode?
You want to go or you want me to go?
I actually fully agree with you on Felicia. I feel like she is playing a really bad game. And I feel like to me, this is my kind of outlook on it. I don't think she's attracted to him, or I don't think she physically wants him.
No.
I think that she's in too deep and he was willing to actually be a participant, and she doesn't know how to get rid of him. I think she uses that marriage as a cosplay to constantly have like an attitude with him and to distance herself from him. And I think he's catching on. And because he's not emotionally intelligent to have the conversation, he spazzes out. I do think he was married. And because to me, once again, what gave it away from me is he's saying, y'all can look up the public record. That's fine. Anyone who was not married will actually shy away from that because it costs $39.95 to go get that information.
That's not always true. That's actually not true at all. A lot of people, they lie in ways that will make it seem like it's real by saying, go look that up, betting on the fact that people will not look it up.
So if they decide to look it up and then come back and say that he was not married, then what's the difference? Because I get what you're saying. I do agree with you. I 100% agree with that. The only reason he said it more than one time.
Doesn't matter. People will say stuff. When people lie, honey, let me tell you about a liar. People will lie and say it and stand on it. You could catch people in a lie and present it to them and they will still stand on it. That's me. Yeah, it's that a lot of people do that too.
I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, to me, based on how he acts and how he responds, like, to me, if he had more to hide, I feel like he would do the opposite.
A person that don't have nothing to hide wouldn't throw that fit too.
I think because they're constantly pressing him about it.
Ain't nobody throwing a fit like that just for being asked questions. If anything, if you actually were married or if you actually have been divorced, you'll pull up something. If you don't got your divorce papers, I'm sure he has like an email from an attorney or some type of proof in today's time in his phone. I just feel like a lot of liars get by on that too. Well, he keeps saying it, so it must be true. People lie to lie. I don't buy it. I don't buy it worth a damn with Rich. But I don't know if he was married, if he wasn't married, if he's divorced, but he's lying about something.
I think he's still married. That's what my point. Yeah.
Like him.
I think he's still married legally today. I do. I think he's still married legally today. That's why he keeps running from it. Because I do think he's married. I don't think he would make that up because he looks like that type that would just do it just to do it and just wants to be in that situation.
FastPeopleSearch.com if they want to know. It's free.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would just go look it up myself. Like, I wouldn't even be pressing him. I would go look it up and see what I need to see and then move on. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, you just look it up. Stop pressing him because he's obviously not going to give you the real. Look it up yourselves. But I feel like Felicia is using that as a silver lining or a bullet to have an issue with him. I do. I feel like there's nothing wrong, but she's not attracted to him and she don't want him. And instead of just saying that, because I think she's worried about looking shallow. I get it. It will come across as shallow because of basically their time together and what he has done for her. That's not your fault, Felicia, if he did that for you.
She already looks shallow. You're talking to 20 different
But she do. But I'm just saying, but it's like, but at the same time, like, she's worried about looking that way. It's like, you already look like it, so you might as well just be real. Look, I ain't attracted to you. I don't see it for you. It is what it is.
I keep forgetting, she's been in jail since 17.
Yeah.
Her brain is like this when it should be that. Yeah. So bless her heart.
So just got a couple of things. The fact that Felicia keeps pressing Rich about the divorce, but you finessing other men for money, it gave me pimp hoe situation where you're the hoe and your manager is the pimp. I also feel like Felicia needs to grow up and stop depending on Folk Lock and Folk Lock Jr. to be your mouthpiece for everything. James, why did you go off screen and why are you muted? Anyway, another thing, do these two hoes have a man? Because I feel like, yes, Rich is not to be trusted. But I also feel like y'all just don't want this lady to be with nobody. How y'all be boss hogging over this damn lady. Like, she can't go to Houston. She can't do this. I get that y'all are like, trying to keep her contained and all of that. But I also feel like you two raggedy hoes, Folk Lock and Folk Lock Jr., don't want her with nobody unless they probably Sicilian. Okay. And as far as Rich wanting you, ma'am, Miss Folk Lock with them thick ass glasses, you coming up to me asking me about a divorce, ma'am, if you don't get out my face and go directly to hell, I will not be giving you any of my information at any time, not any day, not no. Go look it up, ho. I ain't doing that. Okay. And Rich, please go away from us. Just go back to Houston because we just
This
can't.
is a mess. I don't want to hear about Sicilian culture when your auntie is over here having faux locks in her hair with a straight bang. I
Y'all had
don't
a
want
crawfish
to.
boil, okay? Doing the blackest
Yes,
activities in one of the blackest cities in the
right.
country.
Like, I'm not
Like,
gonna sit up
please.
here and act like y'all all about this culture. Meanwhile, y'all sitting up here doing every activity that is in Black culture, just misappropriating it in some instances too. Especially when the brother walked up, I was like, okay, I'm done with this family.
That,
Because y'all not finna have me out here, sitting up here talking about, oh, in Sicilian culture, it's all about this, this, and that. Ma'am, you bullshit.
but you hoes misappropriating as
I'm
Right.
sure the man that she took the charge for or got in trouble with wasn't Sicilian, from what I had
I'm
looked at.
sure.
So I'm just, I don't know. I don't like when people blame culture and other stuff on what's really going on.
mhm.
But Rich and Felicia, they're both hiding things. They're both dishonest. They're both playing a dangerous game. I don't know. I don't. Obviously, we know in real time they're not together, but
Thank God.
Lord, it
I
stresses
just
me out.
I'm offended because, and I will say this, from the moment I've met Felicia, I am highly offended because you, ma'am, are Sicilian, but you acting like you from New Orleans. Okay. What we will not do, what we will not do is do that. I am highly offended. But you get up here and you be like, oh, yeah, because we finna do. No, 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 not you. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. You can't.
Child. She does do that. I feel like a lot of
A
people
lot.
do that. A lot of people do that though. You're trying to claim a culture, but you're living the life of American culture. You speak like a New Orleanian. Like, figure out
Yes, yeah.
what
We
you
can't
want to do.
contradict each other. We can't be hypocrites here. You either do one thing or you do another. But I'm sorry, y'all, because you know what? Honestly, Auntie's hair says it all. You try to be Sicilian here, but be Black by here, and we not trying to hear.
It's,
We not trying to have this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be mean, but that's exactly what I see. That hairstyle says it all.
It was
You trying
mean
to
of
be
her to put a faux lock in her hair like that. I'm gonna say this once: you don't got to be black, but if you are not black and you want to wear black styles such as braids and weaves and faux locks and shit, do it right. If you're gonna a culture appropriate, can you please get it right,
the whole thing.
please?
And I looking at them, y'all get on my nerves because y'all acting like you trying to give Bywater or Chalmette. Okay, if you from the city, you know what y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what y'all trying to give. Y'all really working on my nerve. But I have given y'all a pass after pass. Okay? Do better, my babies. Do better in my New Orleans voice.
Lord,
Jesus
the
Christ.
way she just got it through Flippy. Oh, Felicia, is that spitting somewhere on my scamming ass niggas at? Booster bitches, stuff your bags. That should be stuck
Nikki
in my head.
Gilbert and India Irie said we can't be out here. I'm saying,
And then they remixed India Ari's video with Spin That. I said, why are y'all trolling Auntie? But I'm not gonna lie, it's catchy. Spin that
it is
shit.
catchy. I heard
that
it. Yeah,
shit.
it was funny. Yes.
That's Felicia when she called these men. Spin that shit. Lord, I can't.
So disrespectful.
Crazy. Like, I don't understand.
Where all my scamming ass Negroes at?
Rich.
I don't trust his income either, but that's
You need to
I
verify.
feel like people so private, especially people so private that aren't rich and aren't known for anything. I just never trust like what they have going on.
Okay,
That's
unless
just
you won the Powerball or something, I need verifiable stuff.
Lord. Lord. Now that song gonna be stuck in my head. All I got in my head is Young Miami, and I'm seeing Felicia's head. Show me where you spend the block on your ops. I'm like, oh Lord, help me, deliver me from it. Deliver me from it. Rich is a Temu Nick Cannon.
My God.
We gonna stop disrespecting Temu like that because they got some good products on there.
I've never shopped at Temu.
They actually have good stuff. My
They have
husband
good
is ordering
stuff. Yes,
everything.
they have good stuff.
You just
yeah.
have to search
You got to be
for it
careful
appropriately. You got to be
and
real
read
careful.
everything. Because
It's like
remember,
Wish.
their sizes are not the same as American sizes. Because
No.
I literally shopped on a website. It's called Fathers and Sons, great clothing, but their sizes are European, which is not the same as US. So I have to be careful on what I order. So I have to really read. You have to read on these websites. No, you do, because like literally, like I'll mess up and buy a 42 size pants, not reading any better. Like you got to really read that shit.
That's actually, bro.
Hello,
No. Hey, sit your ass. There you go. The hell? He knows. After being on the show, I'm sure all the men stopped giving her money.
Probably.
Listen,
I would hope so, unless there's a fool in there somewhere.
Oh, you know it's one or two.
Yeah.
This cats have no respect. Like, this is what you do.
No respect to a person.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, I am in the bed, but still. Rich isn't divorced yet. They done found his wife.
Oh, really?
We are not surprised. I was like, he's either never been married or he's not divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was divorced. I think that's the secret. He's not divorced. I think he's still legally married. Yep. Is she available for interviews? Because I would love to, ask her some questions. Yeah. Or if one of the bigger YouTuber stars that can actually afford to pay her a little something to get some questions, please do so and interview her, because I would love to know.
You can interview her and then they can take the sloppy seconds. Period. You can interview her, friend.
Love After Lockup.
And I'm going to be watching it and we going to share it.
Lockup stars, I don't think they're always paid for interviews. I know that Gio Malik does most of the interviews for them, as well as according to Amber. I don't know.
Well, Rich's wife, wherever you are, come on, watch your mouth reviews.
Aisha from last season was trying to have me interview her. I said, no, ma'am, not after you came and be like that. She was
she should have came on my channel. I would have got her together for you. Because nobody plays with my friend.
Oh, she's okay. She's all right. But I was like, okay. And I always feel stupid for stopping. I used to cover Love After Lockup like a couple years back when my channel was new. It was what built my channel more so than the other videos I was doing. I had a couple of the people that I could have interviewed, and I kind of regret not doing it. Like Letitia Collier, I had the opportunity to interview her, and then now she's in jail. So there's that. But I don't really want to interview people who are on a show like this. That sounds mean, but they just gonna talk in circles, y'all. But I'm not surprised he's not divorced. Now she got 4-in-1 hairstyle. She
do, and it's so disrespectful.
She asking for proof of divorce, not your SSN. Hello. If you Google my name, like, you don't even have to pay to see that I'm married, and you don't have to pay to see that someone is divorced. Like, just doing a simple, like, little free background check to show you. Mm-hmm. He ran off like my grandma gave me that chain. Ooh, Daddy was like, Usain Bolt.
Oh my God.
The divorce is a deflection. I do agree with James there. I think that she is looking for a problem because she's definitely not attracted to him.
No.
Yeah.
But girl, just say that. I never understand why people stay in situations though. Like if it doesn't serve you, if you're not attracted to them, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you when your shit go to hell. And that's kind of where I'm at with Felicia, because it's going to hell. Rich did a Yandy spiritual awakening ceremony. I wonder how the wife feels about that though. I am curious about that. Like if there's more that we need to know about Rich to the wife, DM Mrs._best reviews. You don't got to interview. I just want to know. I'm nosy. Shit. I just want to know. The kicker was he was talking to Felicia his whole marriage. That's probably why it's over, but not divorced.
Mm-hmm.
But
y'all need to stop running. Listen, start running from people and get the legal paperwork unbinded, because you don't want to be attached to them when they getting they fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say. That's why many say that Italians are the black people of white people, yet they don't care for us.
They don't.
This is true. I've heard that Italy, like people who I've known who've traveled there, like I've heard that Italians aren't the nicest to people of color.
My sister lived there for a year, and she was like, people look at you up and down, and it was like, oh.
My sister only did a summer program there, like one of those live abroad study programs. She did it twice in the south of Italy, but she was saying that the south of Italy was more accepting than like the other parts.
The other part, like, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what my sister said too. Like they were more like accepting of her in like the southern parts of it, but when she got back to Rome and where her boyfriend was stationed, she was like,
She said, not
she had to go to jail a few times that way people was looking at her.
She said, I love a Kenyan accent. Who got a Kenyan accent? Where we at?
I think she meant that.
I think she meant Kiwan's accent. Yeah.
Oh, Kiwan. Okay, I'm like, what? Kenyan? I'm like, where we going?
The people say, I see mine is gone.
It's not gone. It is not gone.
I can't hear it.
We do, and we love it.
We love it. That's the whole reason why I started watching you in the first place. I love the accent.
Thank you. Now, I can tell you've been away for a little while because it's not as strong, but it's
when
there.
You get mad, it's there.
It's there.
It's there. When you get mad, it's there. That's how I know you're mad, because that New Orleans accent just come all the way out. I'm just like, oh yeah.
See the baby, this cat that's set next to me.
You can hear Courtney's, because she's still in Louisiana. She in Lafayette though. I'm here,
She said, I'm here. My cat, I don't even know if he will cooperate, but we always have our pets. James has a dog. Kiwan got Ava. I got this cat who's now just sitting next to me behaving. He's good.
Aww.
He's old. He's like, he's 13. Right, Osel? He's looking at me like, bitch, you've been alive too long. James, I will send the link to the guy who found her to Mrs. Best. Yes, please do. Please do.
Yes, please send it so we can get some information. Because Homegirl need to do an interview.
Mm-hmm. Do an interview. Kaylee and Michael. Oh, yes, Kiwan's link should be in this chat somewhere, Mrs. AKA, but if you go to the description of the video, there's a link to her channel in there as well. It is always in the description of the video. I know she probably like, why is Mrs. Beth tagging me in every doggone thing?
Oh, no, because I do the same thing for y'all, so yeah.
I just be trying to tag everybody up, but it looks like American Born's probably going to get the link to you as well.
Hey, AB, would you like to be my mod, even though I don't be live all the time?
AB be modding stuff that's not live though. AB
be working.
The moderator.
I feel like I owe AB some money.
Listen,
right. Thank you.
Moderator of the year. Okay.
Thank you. AB, would you like to be my mod? Because I don't want to put too much on you. I don't be live all the time, but
that's honestly, where did I find AB? In Sandra's? Is Sandra's
live?
Yeah. And then he was like, I don't have a channel. I just bought. After I think a couple videos, I don't even think I asked AB. I just added AB as a moderator and AB accepted. So thank you.
You're the mod of the world. Okay. I can make you a mod if you want to be. I was just going to make you one, but I wanted to ask. But let me know. You ain't got to let me know today or tomorrow. Just let me know.
Oh, he said yes.
Yeah, he said yes. He said yes.
Shout out to you. Okay. Go ahead and do that.
The moderators do help because the way the unalive yesterday, AB actually helped me because there's stuff I don't be remembering. AB helped me when I've done, because I don't know, I'm just on the internet talking shit and that's not always good. So I appreciate the moderators so much. If anybody wants to moderate though for James or Kiwan or myself, just let us know. Let us know. Kaylee and Michael, Kaylee claiming that the money that Michael's complaining about, she says it's just money. You know, it's really easy to say that when you're fucking up someone else's money and credit. Don't like that with people. I don't think you should play with people when it comes to money, married or not. She provided Michael with bank statements and he saw that she spent $42,000 on a bunch of shit that she don't need. Yeah, I can see it. And none of it helps her. None of it helps. I don't like the shape of her head. Her hair looks like it's thinning. She's got balding spots in the back of it. Like, the makeup she puts on does not help. I question whoever's paying for her OnlyFans. Like, it's just, yes, she has an OnlyFans. Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
In Love During Lockup, when we met her, she was taking the pictures
Yeah.
for OnlyFans and she thought she looked good in the pictures. I said, wow, I guess there's something for everybody. Not you call her Patches.
Who is Patches?
Kaylee, that's why she do her hair in that weird side part. Like, if she does this to her hair, there's like nothing there. And maybe she has something. A lot of women who are postpartum be having issues with their hair growth. Maybe she's still impacted by that. But yeah, she just a bald-headed scallywag with a misshaped body. That's how I view Kaylee. That's how I view her. But she has done all this bad stuff with money. She provided this man with the bank statements knowing that it was going to prove him right. And they went away from him. Now she's driving across town in her scrubs to go and bring Michael. I can't remember what the hell she brought him. I should have put it in his notes.
She brought him a knee brace because he fell out the Jeep.
He fell out of her Jeep.
Yep.
So she brought him a knee brace. Here's the thing. He fell out of a Jeep and injured himself with the car that she bought behind his back after trading in his paid off BMW. I would be hot as hell if I was him too. I'd be mad as hell. Cannot blame him. But she asked Michael when she sees him, because he's like, just drop it off at the place. And she's like, well, I wanted to see you. Take a hint, Kaylee. She gets to him. He was extremely short and she didn't like it. I'm like, do you expect to play with someone's money and be in a relationship and then they still be like, hey, babe, how was your day? I would rather a man be short and take some space than talk to me crazy or go do something crazy behind my back. But I do feel like everything that Kaylee does, in my opinion, is just kind of wrong. She has the audacity to ask him if he realizes that she drove out of her way past her job to bring him this knee brace. Bitch, his knee wouldn't be hurt if you would have had the car that he was accustomed to. Let's start there. How dare you? 2, the least you could do is bring this man a knee brace, considering that you have fucked up his credit, put him into debt, and spent all of the money that he let you know about, because you ain't spent all the money because he was actually somewhat smart. And he's explaining that he has expectations of things that she promised him he would do that she has not done, such as paying off court fees, such as covering certain bills, getting debts paid. His only reason for handing Kaylee money was under the understanding and agreement that she would be paying bills on stuff that she said she would and preparing for his way back home. She didn't do anything that she promised him. And I saw him trying to get her to see that she lacks accountability. But Kaylee is one of those women who is just as predatory as the inmates. There's a such thing as jail talk. And then there's a such thing as an unattractive bitch who went to a mommy makeover just to come out of it looking postpartum with no neck and 6 chins, with patchy hair, making the decision to spend this man's money because she thought she could get away with it and throw in his face while I held you down. You're not holding him down if you fucked up his credit. You have not held him down. To hold somebody down in jail means you writing him, you putting money on his books, you talking to him when he needs you, you're visiting, and anything that they trust you with in terms of credit and income, you actually do. Kaylee has done none of that. Separate from being an inmate, if I was watching Love After Lockup and then met her like in real life and had to date her or be her friend, I would never trust a bitch like this. Women like her disgust me. I know I'm going too far, but women like her fucking disgust me. One, look what you're doing to your kids. Two, women like you make it harder for the good women out there who are single, because what we do to our ex impacts the next. I truly believe that. And the way that she is acting, the next person that date Michael could be problematic. And I doubt anybody will want to date her, because who would trust her? If I can't trust you with money, I cannot be with you. And Kaylee just does not seem to understand that. She doesn't seem to understand that. So later in the episode, because he's not interested in her like that, and in my opinion, she deserves everything she's getting. His mom, Miss Angel, came on TV with some damn pigtails, some tethered bangs, and I don't know why this lady decided to do this to her hair. It stresses me out. But Michael's mom has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend owns an HVAC company. In Arizona, it's in the desert. HVAC is very fucking important. It's extremely important. You will die without it. Okay? You will die without it. Now, you need a license to work in HVAC. HVAC is a field that a lot of felons go into all over the country because it's easy for them to get into, which is crazy because they come in your house, but I digress. But he gets the job. The boyfriend was weird though. He's like, well, I'm not going to give you any special treatment. You already have. He came into your interview in a regular t-shirt and some jeans with a gold chain, all of his tattoos showing, and he still got the job. That's special treatment. Nobody else could walk into an interview like that. He didn't even care to get dressed up for the job. Then he didn't really interview. He didn't meet the qualifications of the job. Like, you need a license. He doesn't have a license. The guy is like, oh, you can start Wednesday. Is he going to sign a fucking W-4 or an I-9? Like, he's just starting Wednesday with no ID because you need your license. I didn't understand it, but he somehow got the job. His mama then drove him to DMV. I don't know if they really went to DMV because there was nobody in that parking lot. And I've never seen a DMV where it was that empty. But James got muted and let me finish first.
Okay.
But I didn't understand if he was really in the DMV. Honestly, I don't care. But he goes in there and he says that he had to pay $6,000 for his court fees and his license fees, which I imagine he has because I believe his crime when he was pulled over had something to do with car and all of that. So I imagine Arizona was like, maybe you don't need a license until you could pay this off, right? He paid it off, but now half of his $14,000 is gone. Half of it is gone. And his mom is like, so she didn't do that either? God. And I could see Angel kind of looking for ways to like find that Kaylee may not have done this, but she has. But I think Angel has known Kaylee is stupid just based on how it was in Love during lockup. But Kaylee has not put $1 towards anything that she said she would and just has this man in debt. It looks like his mom is getting involved. I do feel like his mom's going to be messy. He does give mama's boy. Like they say they're not that close, but then your mom drove you to your interview and then drove you to the DMV. And then she's helping you to do all of these things. It's a good thing, but it is giving mama's boy. But I'm not happy with Kaylee. I think she's horrible. I just do. I think she's horrible and deplorable. She also gives one of these white women that will not admit that she is wrong. And I think that because she is a woman that is melanin redacted and has kids and is not the inmate, I think a lot of people will ignorantly side with Kaylee or with Michael when, or no, will side with Michael or with Kaylee when the problem, in my opinion, is Kaylee. Like, I feel like Kaylee is the issue. There's no excuse for what she's doing. You don't play with nobody's money, whether they're in jail or not. This is not what a wife does. It's always a bitch that don't know how to be a wife that want to be a wife. I don't understand. But how y'all felt about Kaylee and Michael? Because they irked my absolute soul. All of my teeth was itching.
Not all your teeth was itching.
Every last one of them. Can't stand
I want to
it.
clarify. So in Arizona, there's a lot of privately owned DMVs that you actually can get a certificate for and actually run them. Oh. So what he went to was a third party that has all of the same licenses that the regular DMV has, which is very convenient in Phoenix. Let me tell y'all, for someone who has lived there for a long time, I go to those all the time. You do have to pay more, but And that's probably why he had to pay that amount, because it's like, yeah, you do have to pay more for them because they charge you a fee for this, a fee for that, but they're convenient. That's why we love them. The second thing I want to dispel is I have seen people go to interviews in his exact attire in Phoenix and still get the job, but like without favoritism. It is something I have seen numerous times in all of the different jobs, Discover, all the places I've worked. I have seen that exact same outfit and they still get the job. They have to turn that off when they get the job and they have to dress more appropriately. They'll tell you, but that doesn't render your qualifications. They don't really think about first impressions there. So I wanted to make sure I clarify that, because as someone who's seen it, I would be a hypocrite to say,
regardless
oh, yeah,
of what happens there, y'all need to dress up for a job. Like, I really don't give a fuck what happens in Phoenix. They need to. I would never go to a job interview looking like that.
Me either.
It shows you who cares and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Me either, but I'm from California. We're taught to always dress to impress, because your first impression means everything. In Phoenix, they say, it's too hot there, come as you are. So, you know, if you want to work, we'll give you the job. That's how it is. Now, as far as Kaylee, yeah, I had to be reminded, y'all, during Lockup of what she actually did, because I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. Where's she going to get $4,000 to pay off some of that, you know, driving, you know, because my guess is that he probably got a lot of back interest for not paying whatever ticket he had when he got arrested. That's probably what that is. And so I'm thinking, where's she gonna get $4,000? I had to be reminded he was sending her money to pay that off. So Kaylee, yes, you were trash for doing that, because that can have ramifications for him to have a warrant when you don't pay that shit and have him be re-entered into the system. So luckily he was able to pay that before they reported it to the courts, because they will hold off and do this, especially if you are already in prison. They'll hold off sending that to the court saying, hey, this is an outstanding bill. He has not paid. I can't get a hold of him. I don't know where he is. So they probably knew he was in prison and just held on it for him, thinking maybe he could get out, he'll pay on it. Because they'll do that. Like, my brother got out of a ticket he had for a whole year and they didn't even report it. So, you know, but yeah, I think Kaylee is absolute trash. And as I said, I know women like her in Phoenix. That is very common. The way she acts is very common, unfortunately, in Phoenix. It is. It's terrible.
Dreadful.
That's why you should have got that lotion from Dollar General, that liquid lotion, instead of buying him EOS. You a dummy. You're also a dummy for the money he sent you. Don't know how he sent you money, but if he sent you money to pay for X, Y, and Z, then you should have been doing that. It is very clear that the financial advisor is bad at money. However, since your whack ass lied about that, never disclosed this $14,000, I don't give a damn that you had to spend the $6,000 on your court fees. So I don't care about that. And the crunchy face boyfriend, what pissed me off, I didn't like how he tried to treat Michael like he was just less than. I will say this. Michael, to me, is about his business. He might have lied about the money, but I feel like he's one of the people that's coming home and trying to be about his business. Kelly is just one of those raggedy assholes who found her a man who's like, you know, trying to be about his business. And if you would have done the same thing, then y'all would have been somewhat cohesive. But you wanted to be a stupid hoe. Okay. But for you to say something about him being a hustler, what does that mean? Is that I feel like, in other words, you were saying he was a convict or something, like you really didn't want to hire him. You had pause on hiring him because he was a convict, but you call it him being a hustler. Why would you say that if you don't know him? And I feel like you saying that was you getting information from his raggedy ass mama, because y'all know I don't like Angel. I do not like her. I would never see it for her. But you're mad because you had to spend, you wasn't banking on spending that money. But everything that lady sent to you for the EOS lotion, for them $40, for them $70 jeans, for that Waggle, that all that steak and doing all of this stuff for you, yeah, you had to pay it back in court fees. So it is what it is. I don't care.
That's probably why she was willing to buy him the nicer items in jail, because the money wasn't going to the fees and shit that she was paying.
Yeah.
Kaylee's sneaky. I just don't
She's
like.
sneaky, yeah.
I don't
much.
like how she moves. Yes, Michael should be responsible for his own court fees, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he did try to pay his own court fees. He's good from jail, and she chose to spend the money on something else. So they both, I don't know, I just see a mama's boy who's been fucked over by this woman, but then I also see a woman who's just an embarrassment to women, an embarrassment to CNAs, an embarrassment to wives. Like, part of being in a relationship, wife or not, you uplift your person. If something goes wrong with money, if Kaylee would have told the truth, my dad always said the truth will set you free. He has always taught me and drilled that into my head. That's why I get so annoyed when people lie to me, big or small. The truth will set you free. What's the worst you're going to hear? No, or I didn't like that, or someone gets upset. If she would have told him the truth about the fact that she had 4 kids and was struggling with income because she's a CNA and they are not paid well, even at the levels where CNAs say, oh yeah, I'm making so much more, they are not paid well or what they deserve.
Additional
job. She's got a mortgage. We know that Kaylee owns her home, so that means you're paying property taxes, home insurance, your mortgage, HOA fees. No, in Arizona, you're paying all sorts of things. You could have got away with this if you just told them the truth. Like, I can't afford it. Unfortunately, I had to spend the money. If you want to leave me, do this. The problem with Kaylee, I think, is that she's shown no remorse or empathy for what she has done.
Well, because in Phoenix, they're taught that the men are supposed to take care of them. So they're supposed to do all this fucked up things in the men.
That doesn't even apply here, because to have the expectation of a nigga locked up in jail,
it doesn't matter. That's their mindset. He could be in a mental institution. She's still going to expect him, which is so unrealistic. But a lot of those women have that mindset, is that she can fuck up the church's money. He's supposed to be the man and provide for her. Like, I know so many women like Kaylee. Like, it is crazy to me watching this, because I know women like this. They will fuck up, do all kind of shit. Like, I had a friend. We're not friends anymore because of some other shit. But I had a friend who put her husband in $75,000 in debt over 2 plastic surgeries, and she had bought some rims for her car and like a whole like laundry list. And he didn't say shit. All he did was took on an extra job to help pay it off.
And listen, I was with Angel when she said Kelly didn't need the $42,000 car. She didn't need the the BBL or whatever. She said these are things that she wanted. True enough, those are things that she wanted. But again, I can't, because you chose to marry this man. He didn't make you marry him. He didn't make you do any of that. But I will say this: once you got married, Michael knew that you were desperate, and he also played on that. And I'm gonna keep saying that he knew that you were desperate enough. So guess what? She gonna do anything for me. Why? Because she's desperate for me. And that's another thing. We cannot forget that. You can come here acting like you're such the good guy, but you played on her desperation.
Yes.
He also lied to her, because as a husband, why are you keeping $14,000 from your wife?
Right.
You could say, I have money sitting with my mother. Like, I feel like she had a right to know about it since they're married. But that's really the only fault I have for Michael, is the fact that he kept that secret. Angel, Kaylee, Lori,
they're terrible people.
They really are giving terrible. Even what we see on the social media and the news that be coming out about them, I'm like, it just doesn't get better. But let's get through the comments. In home all the time, so I'm usually on YouTube all day and night.
Listen, I get you outside, American born. We outside.
From 19 to I think 23, 24, I did not have cable or apps. I just use YouTube for my cable. YouTube is a great place to be all day and night if you have to. I had to give my mod stick back to a CC. It got dark. I'd be happy to be your mods. Oh, that's so sweet. I will make you a mod. We will definitely have to do that. I call her Patches. Michael just came out today and said that Kaylee kept $9,000 and only gave him $1,000 for the first season.
Oh.
He has been. So I follow him now on Facebook because he's been putting out videos talking about the stuff that we have questions about. But he's not just answering questions, like he's providing receipts in his videos.
That's crazy.
But I mean,
That's
y'all just
crazy.
don't love after lockup. You're not that famous, but I do think it's important for him to share all of this. It's unfortunate too, because when you get divorced, like because they were married, it was considered both of theirs. So he's all he can do is call her out.
And Michael, if you ain't doing nothing, if you want to come around yonder and talk about it, watch your mouth reviews, and Mrs. Best Reviews would love to interview you. Okay, I'm gonna be in the comments.
No, she not Michael. I'm gonna bring her ass up on camera too.
Because
No, she not Michael. I'm gonna bring her ass up there too because she over here. Yes, no, she got a lot. She got some questions too. Kiwan has questions as well. So the three of us will be on Watch Your Mouth Reviews
we
asking
got
you
your back.
interview. We got your back because trust me, I lived in Phoenix. I know what you're going through.
And we
My
gonna
only
contact
thing,
the
I
hell
had a
out.
Kaylee at one point in time, and I saw exactly what she was trying to do and got rid of her.
child. Well, Kiwan putting the interviews on us. Lord help us.
Right, and
I
she gonna come
used
up there
to
right with
interview
us.
on my channel. I used to interview. I did a lot of interviews with the artists, and they told me I was good at it. But I always feel awkward if James interviews with me any one of the shows we cover together. I'll do it. That's the only way. Because I do feel like if I were to ask Michael, he would respond. Because I had commented something in his live, and he was responding. So I'm like, maybe.
Okay, yeah,
I feel
I'm
like
ready.
he just want to drag Kaylee's name through the mud too. That's all he wants to do.
We're not gonna let him do it too much. We'll let him do it a little bit. Michael, you do it a little bit, but you're not
No,
because you.
my tail, you do whatever the hell you want, just as long as it don't get me demonetized. I want the honest, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. That bitch don't deserve not a lick of protection. You played with $9,000 of his money once, another 42,000, left him in debt.
Purchase money.
Like, girl, I rock a fade because my lupus and my thyroid. Oh yeah, those definitely impact hair, but a fade look better than what Kaylee got. Okay, a fade look better. I hate when that happens, Mrs. AKA, but good for you for bouncing. Right.
We definitely sending you good vibes, Miss AKA.
Let's see. That does a number on your body. It does. But the both of them actually. I have a thyroid disorder, and that it's not fun at all. When you're dealing with that and lupus. Oh, you have fibromyalgia and okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I hope you're okay though. I hope you have great health
Do you
care.
drink tea, Miss AKA? Because there's this lady in New Orleans, the Goddess Collection. If you go on her website, she got teas from A to Z, from the rooter to the tutor, from the end to the beginning, from the front to the back. Check it out. The Goddess Collection. Her name is Crystal. You can actually call too. So if you need, they'll let you know what would be good, and it'll cover whatever you got going on, whatever ailments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get Kiwana ambassador
black
shit.
owned. She black owned.
That's always good. I feel like it's hard to find black owned stuff sometimes.
She is the reason for Snapped. Kelly is one of those people, and she irked me because what I don't like, and y'all may agree, but she does that smile y'all know how Ashley Darby does that Cheshire.
It's a smirk.
It's a smirk. It's like it's like a power deceptive smirk. Like I have the control, I have the power, and my looks and stuff get me to. Even though I don't know who looking, but that's not my business. So
what did my husband say in a song? I wonder how she'll age. Look at her mother. Kaylee don't look like that. He did say that in a song.
Ooh.
Ooh, what song is that? That's actually the song that you guys hear when I play the intro to these lives. It's called Let's Fucking Collab. But he has said that. I think it was a dig towards somebody, but he did say that. And I look at Lori and I look at Kaylee, and James mentioned the looks, and I said, Kaylee, you ain't gonna get away from this for too long.
Not the hus making diss tracks.
Listen, let him do his little music thing. Oh, she had the big mama makeover, Mrs. AKA.
That's why you belong around here, because you match our kind of foolishness.
She does. I am not for everybody who comes across my channel. I have a very dark and dry sense of humor. I do enjoy talking shit. I could dish it out and I could take it. I don't know, but Mrs. AKA, you definitely fit right. She should give the money back because the makeover didn't work, y'all.
My God.
I wouldn't trust Kaylee to make me a bowl of cereal. She gonna give you a drop of milk and tell you to make it work because she got kids.
Not a bowl of cereal.
American born, she's shaped like a yellow M&M.
Well,
Does that the yellow M&Ms be the lumpiest? The peanut ones? Oh,
Lord
Mrs.
Jesus.
AKA. Michael is doing really good. He's working.
Who
Has a house
said
and
she was
phone.
shaped like a yellow M&M?
Mrs. AKA. She's on. I don't even want to send her to the corner because I'm the way that read was award winning.
But you still gotta go to the corner because that was funny.
She said she got a chair. Go on and drag your chair, fold it up.
We got your pink and green chair.
He did separate. He is not with Kaylee in real time. Every week he spends time debunking any question that anybody that defends Kaylee. Michael seems to go online and be like, mother, you know what? Let it go. If y'all broken up, just let it go and let us watch.
So they divorced or just separated?
Separated.
I think they're just separated.
They're just separated. Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna take a minute.
He will want to file for divorce so that Wanks can't get nothing that he got that's new. Because she gives somebody that'll fuck up your credit and then also try and take half of what you got. Or maybe he'll just put everything in Angel's name.
Oh,
which would be smarter. Which would be smarter, yeah.
Because Angel reminds me of Damon, Nikita, his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like she acts like she's on the side of women and will talk to people and be friendly, but she's gonna defend her son at the end of the day.
She will. That
is, Michael's mama's probably put that thing in pat order so that she could get her son a job. She put on them pigtails and some lingerie and worked it out for her child. Because Kiwan is right. That hustle comment was shade that he gave. She is correct. I just followed him today. Joseph, you have swung them pigtails in the air like she don't care. Y'all are a best. Why we say Felicia theme song is spin that when it's actually Kaylee's song. That's why she maxed out the cards.
See, but Kaylee always scamming her husband. We don't know who Felicia out there scamming, like with them pipe dreams from prison.
This is why the marriage rates be low. Because what did he just say? She out there scamming her husband. You should never use those words in a sentence, but this is her life.
That's like, but what else are we supposed to say?
I mean, the way Mr. Best, if Mr. Best looked and I spent like thousands and thousands of dollars and then looked at him and was like, well, I mean,
like you got to take care of yourself. You got to get you a job. He
probably would have called his mama, every female he know. He would have called somebody who came for my ass, or he would have sued me. I actually felt like my husband would have took me to court and been like Will Smith and Jazz walking into court against Uncle Phil. I cannot. Lord. My bonus daughter lives in Mesa, Arizona. That's an area I never really hear nothing bad about. But I always hear horrible things about Scottsdale and Phoenix. But the rest of Arizona, I don't hear nothing too bad about.
It's not a bad area. It's not the best of areas. Honestly, it reminds you of San Leandro if you ever see it.
Oh, so a little bit racist, but safe.
Yes.
Got it. Sorry, San Leandro.
And then there's a little bit of a hood adjacent part of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me
of. That wall separating Sabrani Park.
Yeah, because there's a part of Mesa that is extremely beautiful. And then there's the other part that is extremely just ratchet and you like, huh? But everybody is there.
Oh. Lord. My cousin's in a prison in Arizona. I just learned. I need to look it up. Because he wants me to visit. But I'm like, depending on where it is and how hot it is, just have to send that care package to Global Tail Links. American Board said he works with concrete and all kinds of construction jobs. Those jobs are hard. A lot of people won't work them.
In Phoenix, they're well paid. Especially in Phoenix, they're well paid. Like, I worked with a lady at Starbucks. Her husband was making like $50 an hour, like being out there, and they don't do shit half the time but sit out there. So, I mean, it's good money, and if you want to sit out there, Hell, my black ass almost did it one time. I promise you, I don't know anything about that industry. That's why they wouldn't hire me. But let me tell you, they had a beginner's course for half that. My ass would be out there.
My
Because let me
brother
tell you, they
does
don't do
that out
the same
here.
road they've been working on my side of town. They've been working on for the last 5 years. It ain't never changed.
What are
So
y'all
my
gonna eat?
brother's in the union in the Bay as an
Hmm.
electrician, but he did notice because the electricians get their jobs based on the actual construction workers because you can't just put electricity in. He say a lot of them take so long it slows down his jobs in the union because the construction workers move slow on purpose. I
Yeah,
said, Lord,
they
there was
do.
some area by my husband's job in downtown Oakland. They were doing construction for like since the time I moved into this apartment and they just finished. All they was doing was repaving a road. That's it. Why did it take 2 years, 2.5 years? Raggedy Oakland YNs. Um, Kaylee is selfish, plain and simple, spending all that money to get coffee. He said she spent 1,400 in a month on average on coffee.
Oh yeah, their industry
Make your
does
own.
that. She's a
We got
CNA.
Keurig, Nespressos, good old fashioned
Girl,
regular.
Starbucks is. Let me tell you,
The best part of waking up would still be Folgers in my fucking cup. I am not spending
Phoenix
fourteen
people.
hundred
I
on
used to
coffee.
work at Starbucks. I know they be there like clockwork every 2 hours. Every time they on a break, they run their ass through that drive-through and come and get it. Yeah, I trust me. I worked at Starbucks.
Life is bit. There's more life beyond Starbucks. If y'all are gonna spend money on coffee, go somewhere where you can get some real coffee, and then you won't have to come back as much. Because Starbucks is not even
Child.
as quiet as kept. It used to be. She would have two flat tires, so the insurance won't pay. This is AKA. You're my type of chick. When I say that is me, I told my friend that though, and actually helped her do that to one of her baby daddies, and it worked. They did not cover him. Sure did. I'm not gonna say who, but he never got that car, the tires repaired at all. He ended up having to get a whole new car. I said, that's what the you get, Lord. He does seem reformed. Michael talks about his sobriety. When he was arrested, he was on drugs and getting in trouble. I think he does value his sobriety, and that's why I think it's good he gets away from Kaylee. Because she'll drive you to drink or do anything. Her mama just got arrested for stealing a diamond ring off of a deceased person. Yes, she
Yeah.
did. She talked about that in yesterday's live. But yes, I want to know why she was around someone not alive.
Yeah.
That's
Why?
weird.
Because she didn't. I didn't see her at the funeral home when I worked there, so I don't know how she would have gotten that.
This is another good point that Kaylee's mom stole money from her own daughter, and now her daughter is stealing money from her own husband.
Cycles repeat.
Runs in the family. You got to be careful.
Baby, that generational curse. The ancestors ain't playing.
My daughter lives in Arizona and she works her ass off with 3 kids. There's a lot of hardworking people in Arizona. There's a lot
Yeah.
of good people in Arizona. I have cousins in Phoenix. A whole bunch of my family has relocated from New Orleans to Phoenix for some reason, and some in Texas. But people work hard there. It seems like, I'm not going to lie, it seems like the melanin redacted are a little more empty headed than others out there, in my opinion.
Yeah. They just accept everything, and it makes it hard for the people who don't want to accept everything. That's the problem. It's like because the people that were born and raised are kind of just accept whatever they're given versus actually fighting for their worth. It makes it hard because when we do, people like us fight for our worth, we end up getting rejected a lot of the times, which is why you have to take a back seat. But then what that does is that makes you oppressed.
Mhm.
So you have to. It's a huge fight in Arizona, which is why I wanted to leave so bad because I just felt like for me, I was never going to win there, no matter what I did. Never was
Honestly,
going
there's
to win.
not shit out there. I don't think anybody's really winning unless they have a family or own a home.
Yeah,
And
unless you're family and unless you're family oriented, have a home and everything, that's a good way of winning. But if you're an entrepreneur trying to build your life out there, unless you know somebody that is in the field that you're in that can get you in, it's going to be tough every time because they're going to want to pay you the lowest bracket that what they can pay you. They want to, come up with ridiculous rules and regulations. They want to stunt your growth. So if you have the potential to move up, they will keep you grounded where you are because they would much rather see you there where they have the full control than to give you a little bit of power. That's
sounds
how
like
it is.
LA. That's what I always tell people.
Yes,
Southern
yes.
California, people always ask, "Oh, you're in California. You want to live there? Why haven't you moved?" Because even being from California, it is harder to get job interviews and get into job. It's about who you know, and specifically for Black people trying to find jobs in Southern California, it's much harder. It's much harder. A lot of people don't know. Michael had to hide money. He said it was before they were married. He knew that she couldn't be trusted,
Then
but
what
he
the
still
fuck you
married
marry?
her.
What the fuck you marry her for then?
If you
Like,
can't
what
trust
the?
somebody,
Yeah,
why
if
you
you
stay
can't
married
trust them,
them?
what you married them for? Like, to me, that was for a benefit. I don't care what he says, but hey, guys, I gotta drop off. I gotta get to the store, so I'm so sorry to be doing this.
Thank you. Let's get into the next comment because I have to go. Also, my daughter says it is. I send my granddaughter's nail money. Oh Lord, that's 14K is now 8K. American born. I'm with you. I stay at home. It's safer at home. Not you need to remember your Facebook password. I wish you the best. Let me get through these comments. Q1, did you have anything that you wanted to add? We're pretty much at the end. Not you're in the corner, it's your safe space.
I just feel like I don't feel sorry for Michael if you knew you couldn't trust her, and whatnot. If you couldn't trust her with money and you still gave her money, I don't feel sorry for you. But you can still come around here for the interview. Oh, guess who came to the party? In my Kim voice, guess who came to the party? Okay. I was gonna say, but guess who came to the party? Hey, cousin.
Not to the party. I cannot. I believe the link to Courtney is also the description of this video. To High Vibes Candle and Fragrances LLC. Get you one. My bathroom smells amazing. It's called the Goddess Collection for the teas Kiwan was talking about. Oh, we hope she's getting overtime too. Not the only reason you hear Holiday and OT. I call Starbucks $4. Starbucks, I don't like Starbucks. It's not good coffee. I always feel tired after drinking it. It's an adverse effect. I don't know. It's not like it used to be. Shout out to Kiwan, cousin Faith Wiggins in Arizona. I just requested you. I sent your link to Mrs. Best. I think I have her on IG, Miss AKA. I'm pretty sure I have Miss AKA on IG because I'm always cutting up with Miss AKA. Y'all, that's really all I have for Kaylee. Did you want to add anything before we disappeared from the internet?
I just requested you, Miss AKA, on IG. I guess once you whenever I go live, that's when I can make you a mod. And
no, you can do it. Has she commented on your page?
On
any
videos? I think she just subscribed. I want to say she just subscribed.
Miss AKA, if you could leave a comment for Q1, it makes it easier to add moderators because then she could just add you from the comment.
Okay, Courtney, I made you a moderator, girl. I'm gonna make you a moderator too, Miss Best. I don't listen.
I have you as a managing moderator on mine. I know I didn't really ask you, but I have you as a managing moderator, so you could kick people out my shit. You could silence them, hide the guy. You could do all.
Okay, I'm a try to do my due deals or whatever. But I will say this, y'all. On the 10th, I have an interview with Kaija Mapp from Girls Need Love. This is the show on Peacock. This is my first interview. I will have Alicia. She'll be sitting in. We'll both do the interview together. So go around and subscribe to her channel. She actually has 2 channels. She has Black Girls Den podcast and Alicia. Is it Alicia TV?
Alicia.
Life with Alicia. Yes, Life with Alicia. Yes, TV. So yeah, it'll be Friday night. I want to say 8. I'll have the thumbnail out. Just what they call it. Hit the notification bell button, y'all, so you can be notified on what's going on. Today, you'll have Bell Collective, Love After Lockup, and whatever I got in the book. That's it. Tomorrow I'll have some more. And again, I'm definitely going to start doing I'm gonna start reviewing Soul Food the series because it is on Brick TV. It is a new subscription that I did pick up, all black TV shows and old movies. So I actually want to review that before a bigger YouTuber pick it up and start. So yeah.
Tap into her interview, guys. Once I see the interview, also I'll share it so that we can see it as well, and we can all support Kiwan together. I don't really have much, if I'm being honest. I'll get out This Is Polly, Raising Kanan, and The Shy. I will for sure get Raising Kanan and The Shy out today. This Is Polly will probably be tomorrow. I know James left early, but he also has lives tomorrow on his channel. He's doing Bell Collective as well as Heart and Hustle Houston. That will be on the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. I'll be sure to share that live. Other than that, I really don't have much. I'm going to spend my day probably cooking and watching The Polygamist cursing out Jonas with my husband.
Enjoy as they get real raggedy.
I know. But that's it for today, you guys. Please subscribe to Kiwan JTV. She's very close to 1,000 subscribers. That is the goal for YouTubers. We want to uplift those who are good and who also uplift us. Courtney, I will make you a moderator, as well as Mrs. AKA. I appreciate everybody. I especially appreciate Kiwan for being here, even though I slept in and was late as hell for this review. You are a real one. Shout out to James as well. We will see you guys next week, hopefully with Tamika's Den, and enjoy your 4th of July. Remember that on July 4th, 1776, Americans that were Black were still enslaved. So we get to really enjoy today. That is all. Other than that, adios. Good night.